Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense. They need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Let's go now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now running for the first time with Audric Estime. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Let's go.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and at least move them forward.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's a handout to Estime. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Ready?
They've got first down from the 31.
Go. Middle. Get on.
Now here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and just 2 to go. Lamar now from the gun. Completes beyond the marker. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Jackson, quick pass wide. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lock looking to throw. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again following the sack. And just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He's going deep down the big game downfield. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st. To throw, here's Locke. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. great blocking to spring him. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number one. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Lock to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be third and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him.
Charging down the middle, and they block it. It's picked up inside the 45.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Quick, ready?
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. A give to Mitchell, running left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That stop coming from Henry To'o. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Ozzy!
2nd and 4. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motion man right is Smith. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Sit up.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Man, it's Marvin Mims. He's got to gain a 6 there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Let's go now.
From the gun on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Another putt coming up. Matt Ariza to do the honors once again. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Get on.
Running right with Mitchell. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Sit up.
2nd and 6 now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Alpha, sit on. 180. 20 shot. Sit on.
Jackson now on 3rd. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's gonna get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. 1st down, ball at the 36. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
so much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
From the 41. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lock. Finding Flowers. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Go.
Throwing his lock. He's got it near the 8. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set.
Here's Lock to the air. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Denver. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30.
Wanna quit?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Sit on. What? Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Lamar. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Working quickly here.
Go.
2nd and 8. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Go ahead. Alpha.
Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready, shot. Set up.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it again. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Hey, report. Report.
First down, here's Lamar. Looking right, and he finds him. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, here's Jackson. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play call, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all but kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Here's Mitchell again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
On one, ready?
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up.
You are X. Shut up!
Again, this is Mitchell. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
180.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's brought down for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
To throw, here's Locke. Relocates Daniel Bellinger. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 29. Get behind the line. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Locked down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. They're up now, ready to punt it. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line.
DC, ready?
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. Hey!
Play action. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Launches one deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered skate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Plowing up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 7 and 6 coming up. Another carry for him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's go now.
Here's Locke. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he is on third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be their football. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
13. Get on!
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready!
Man in motion here.
Sit up!
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forced it, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Don't worry.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Gotta figure out this third down here.
Alpha, Alpha, sit on! Sit on!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one's complete, right side. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Middle, middle! Ready, shot!
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Sit on! On! Sit on!
Now it's Jackson. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
180!
Man in motion, out of the slot. They'll try and punch it in. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, If you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. That's much too high and out of the end zone. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing his lock. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. Got to secure the pick before anything else.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go.
Lock to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Caught by Flowers. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Getting out to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Lock to the air. He's on the move. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain. They manage just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9. Brock looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Broncos hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a handoff to Estime. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. Giving 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Cade, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Set up!
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.